Why, hello there. My name is Hunter Porvin, though you probably recognize me from my PBS made-for-TV movie adaptation, The Hunter for Red October. Tonight's programming is a break from our normal features. Never before have we attempted an interactive production that transcends the very medium we wish to inhabit. It's an exciting moment in the history of entertainment when the production need not be limited by that glass fourth wall. Nay, tonight, the magic of our next story will pass through that very screen and into your abodes. Of course, those of you intelligent, prompt, and, might I say, handsome individuals out there who have registered for tonight's festivities have received a parcel through the United States Postal Service. If you've managed to suppress the urge thus far, now is your moment to give in, open it up, and examine the contents. The pieces of art you now hold in your hand were created by Salem artist Dan Busso-Jarnis specifically for you at home. Please, keep them close as they will be important as the show goes on. Now, if anyone wasn't able to request the cards in time, there are a few last-ditch effort options. Firstly, the link in the comments will take you to a PDF version of the cards which you can quickly print out at home in order to follow along. There's also a link posted on the Magic of Evan Northrup Facebook page. And option the third, if you don't have a printer at home, is to quickly gather up some slips of paper or business cards and merely write the name of each card onto those slips. Oh, or if you're feeling artistically inclined, maybe draw a picture. Now hop to it. Lastly, this public broadcast production is only possible thanks to some incredibly supportive groups. The community of magical patrons over on patreon.com, Salem's many historical and municipal institutions who donated space and resources, and as always, viewers like you. Now, ready yourselves for a world debut of tonight's installation of Mind of a Magician. Good evening, my friends, and welcome into my parlor on this chilly evening. Cold autumn nights like this always remind me of the most classic of Halloween stories. You know the one. A Halloween Carol, the intrepid tale of the night a magician battled to save Halloween. What? Well, I don't know how that's possible, but very well. I think if you've never heard the saga before, tonight is as good a night as any to show you a side of Salem you'll never forget. Now, let's see here. Ooh, oh yes. Ahem. 'Twas the night before the day of All Hallows Eve, a tale so intriguing you'll ne'er want to leave. A saga of magic, of witchcraft and nooses. So lights up as we enter Salem, Massachusetts. A land of witchcraft and history, of historic facades, tucked in coastal New England, somewhere north of Cape Cod. People flock by the droves to this wondrous spot, though this year in particular wasn't looking so hot. So buckle in tight, kiss your world goodbye, as we go on a journey to figure out why. Not a creature was stirring all through this old home, but out of the pages we read from this tome, its owner's about to be put on his mission. A hero, a star. Well, he's a magician. What? Where is he? Ugh, he's supposed to be here. Hey, it's 10:45 already. Ahem. Apparently, this magician was nestled all snug in his bed, while visions of trickery danced in his head. He had no idea of the dangers before him, but he would if he ever got up in the morning. Our hero arose, not feeling the magic. He'd become disenchanted. The story's quite tragic. In essence, his audiences ceased to believe. Their cynical views had left him bereaved. His plights existential, he wavered, he grieved. He moped and he sulked, finding zero reprieve. But lo, something strange was about to take place as he groggily took on the day's stoic face. He checked his mail, empty, that was probably better, and pondered existence when, ding, came a letter.
Mr. Northrup, I write on behalf of a city, on behalf of Salem's most secret committee. Your presence is requested at a formal meeting. It's utmost important, so it bears repeating. This matter is urgent. Please make haste and on, as the battle of evil and good rages on. If you'd arrive prompt at 11 precisely, I'll explain all in detail and do so concisely. We'll see you quite soon. Don't be a delayer. Respectfully signed, Kim Driscoll, the mayor.
Thank you for coming. The city needs your help. Okay, so who are you all, and why aren't you speaking in rhyme anymore? You know me as Kim Driscoll, mayor of Salem. The rhyming is just for dramatic emphasis. And we are Salem's hidden haunted happenings humanitarians, otherwise known as... Shh! They love doing that. Anywho, we exist to maintain the magic that keeps the city running. As I'm sure you know, Salem operates mostly off accumulated magical energy piled up during the year. Paranormal events, influxes of thrill-seeking tourists, and eerie haunted happenings all help to fuel us from one Halloween to the next. This year, unfortunately, our coffers are running frightfully low. We hope it's simply from a lack of visitors to our land this year, but we fear there may be more sinister hands at work behind the scenes. That's why we need you. Pardon me, force of habit. But that's why you all exist, right? To deal with these sorts of problems. So I am very happy to know that the city is in good hands. Happy Halloween. I'm afraid it's not that simple. We are completely overrun with our seasonal work for Halloween this year. We are already booked up 25 hours per day. We've even contacted the local wizarding guild to give us a little extra temporal wiggling room. We need a magician, someone who really believes in magic to help solve these problems while we deal with our own humanitarian struggles. Yes, we all love human struggles here. Humanitarian, Vlad. We've been over this. Thank you for the support, Griff. I'm sorry, who are you talking to? Is there someone there? Yes, that's Jack Griffin. He communicates via the bell. It's sort of a 1 ding for yes, 2 dings for no situation. Sure, but why me? There's plenty of magicians in the world. See, he doesn't even want to help. Just like I told you, I can take care of this, guys. Of course you can, Todd. We will keep that under advisement. But the powers that be have determined that you are the right magician for the task. So what do you say? Hard pass, but thanks for the offer. Perhaps we are not explaining the gravity of the situation. The universe is not this again. No. You'll have to excuse Todd. He's the only one on the council without actual magical powers, so he's learned a card trick to try and keep up. It's quite adorable, but the others don't care for it very much. We just try and humor him. All right, Todd. This is the 3rd time today already, so this will be the last go. Take it away. Okay. The universe is old as time, comprised of dark and light. And goodness often takes the lead, bending worlds towards what's right. But once, In every rare blue moon, that evil bears its will and threatens all we've come to know, transforming good to ill. Now, the goodness still prevails for now. It seems that all's okay, but the darkness creeps still closer, turning colors into gray. It starts to pick up rapid pace, the darkness gaining power. And before the light knows what has come, the prognosis looks quite dour. Now here's the equilibrium. You'd think the force would slow, but that evil has initiative and uses it to grow. The force of good is waning. The malevolence fights on. And before you know what hits you, all the good is simply gone. Wow. Why, thank you. I meant the story. The trick was fine. Very magical, Todd. Thank you for sharing. I have another one prepared as an encore.
No.
I think that will be fine for now, Todd. Okay. As you can see, the situation is quite dire. By our calculations, we only have 13 hours of magical energy stored up, and in that time, we need you to figure out how to refill Salem's magical reserves so that we can nip this problem in the bud. Nip it in the blood. I know you heard what I said, Vlad. Cut it out, or it's extra garlic next time we get takeout. That would really suck.
Sorry, I know the society stands on puns.
That's better. We're down to 13 hours, and without you, whatever dark forces out there will take over Salem and will plunge the city into eternal darkness. So what do you say? Will you step up and use your magic for good? All right, I'm in. Let's save the city. Marvelous. We have some resources to help you. First and foremost, we don't know exactly how to refill the magic supplies, but we're sure it's linked to the city's history. These tarot cards might help provide guidance if you get stuck. There's much wisdom hidden in them. Take this one, for instance, the Three of Cups. It's Salem's card. When it appears upright like so, it indicates reunion, celebration, festivals, what we should be doing this time of year. The other cards will help you along your journey, so keep them close. Where did they go? Check your pocket. Cool. And speaking of helping you on your journey, while we do have our own jobs to handle, if you wanted one of my associates to join you, we could probably spare a few hours. Maybe if Griffin isn't too busy. A resolute yes. Fantastic. And finally, there's simply not enough time for you to be walking around the city all day. So take this. This is my personal map of Salem. It's handed down from mayor to mayor, and now it has made its way to you. You merely need to touch the place you wish to travel to, and you shall instantly be teleported to... That's my house. Good meeting, everyone. Whoa. Oh, hey, Griffin, did you make the trip? Oh, wasn't it very loud? Are you here? Okay. Whew, good. I'm glad you made it, because from here on out, buddy, I don't know if he can hear me. From here on out, buddy, it's just you and me. No? What do you mean? What do you mean no? Are there other people here? There are. Okay. Are they invisible like you? No. Not invisible. Oh no. Are they alive? Oh, thank you. I don't think I could handle ghosts on top of everything that's happening. So there's other people, they're not invisible, they're alive, then where are they? Oh, good Lord! Oh, good. Oh, you can't sneak up on a guy like that. Not with everything that's going on today. Hi, by the way. I didn't know if you'd be able to make it to Salem this year, but I certainly am glad that you did. All 118 of you. Wow, I didn't think you could fit in my little house, but thank you for making the trip. I would be so grateful for any help that you could provide. You know, I'm feeling pretty lost by this whole thing, and I know Salem really well. I'm just not sure where to start with this whole crazy treasure hunt or anything. So whatever it is, all we know for sure is that Salem's magic is way down this year, and something or things around the city will restore it. Easy enough. We just need to figure out where to start. And since there are so many of you here, wow, 118 across the different platforms, since there are so many of you, when in doubt, let's vote. But really, please vote. All right, let's vote. Here we have some of my favorite places from around Salem. In fact, let me give you a closer look at these. Why don't you join me over here at my table? Just like that. Oh, no, we are not getting the live cam there. Let's try refreshing this one. That is what we in the business call a frozen screen, and you're not going to see any of that right there. So I am going. So this is what we in the biz call technical difficulties. Let's see if we can figure this out, because we have a nice close-up shot so that you can see all of these lovely pictures over there with me. Oh, thank you for the heads up, Lisa. I do appreciate that. Screen is dead. Is it the whole screen? Let's see. All right. Are you guys back with me on this screen? Let me know so that, okay. So we are back there at least. We've got one. Let me see if we can get you the close-up screen. Alrighty, folks. Here's what's happening. We have a camera that is not working, and that is what we call a pickle. For sure, because I want to be able to bring you right over to this table to show you the magic. So, there's going to be a minute of some technical difficulties. The screen's going to go black. It might get a little quiet. You're going to miss my dulcet tones here, but rest assured that I am there. I am with you, if not visually, in spirit. Oh, you can't even see me right now. I was doing this whole dramatic monologue close up to the camera, so just fill that in your mind. I am here. Turn it off and back on again. I'm kind of nervous to do that, Stever, with a stream because I can't turn everything off. I could try to turn the camera off and on, but you're gonna lose my audio for a second. I am still here, just as we try and... All right, well, this is interesting. You know what? We're going to go for it this way. I'm going to attempt to turn that one off and then back on again. Yeah. Thank you for hanging in with me during these technical difficulties. It means a lot. We're turning the camera off and back on again. Let's see if that does nothing, exactly as I planned. Let's try the table shot one more time. We've got this nice black shot of the table there. Caused by a ghost. Thank you. And a last ditch effort here is let's unplug it and plug it back in again. So here we go. You're gonna lose me for 1 second. Okay! Oh, we did it! You did it out there! With the power of your belief, your completely unfounded trust in my technological skills, we made it work. I want to say a quick shout out, a thank you to Steve Robbins, I believe, for the wise words of unplug it and plug it back in. Now, where was I? There we go! Oh, look at this. We can go over to this camera, and now we can go over to this camera. Woo! All right. Success, it is magic. Hanging in there. Thank you, Zach. Donna, you're all with me. Okay. Now, where was I in my completely off-the-cuff ramblings? It was, these were some of my favorite spots from growing up in Salem. In fact, why don't you join me over here at the now working table to do some magic out there at home? Oh, hey everyone at our table cam. Here are some of my absolutely favorite spots from growing up, and they seem as good as any place to start, but we need to pick just one. So right now, you, out there, yes, that's you, get to go on your own personalized tour of the city. We have, the Witch Museum, one of the most iconic visual points in Salem, the Witch House, not to be confused with the Witch Museum, and not a house for witches. It was actually where one of the judges from the witch trials lived. The House of the Seven Gables, yeah, a famed setting of one of Nathaniel Hawthorne's novels, full of history and secrets. The somewhat controversial Bewitched statue, the intriguing and ever popular Bigby Essex Museum, there it is in all of its splendor, Pioneer Village, a 17th century recreation and a filming location from the cinematic Halloween favorite, Hocus Pocus. I'm sure you're all familiar. We have, the Magic Parlor, a fine vendor of magical paraphernalia of all sorts. The Friendship, a 171-foot replica of an East Indies trading vessel. And last but not least, the historic and most likely haunted Hawthorne Hotel. Ooh, spooky. There we go. 9 places to choose from. But before you go gallivanting about, first you need to choose if you'll begin your own tour from the north, the south, that's the south, the east, or the west. So first things first, I want you to choose if you're going to begin at the north here at the Witch House, the south at the Friendship, the east at the Bewitched statue, and the west at Pioneer Village. Now, don't worry, you'll have a chance to see almost all of them on your tour. And if you've got multiple people in your group at the moment, it may be best to choose one person to lead the group and act as a guide for everyone. Mike is mostly picking up, but your lav isn't working anymore. Ooh, thank you. Okay, we are going to, let's see, okay, not picking up your, a bit quieter. Maybe we're gonna try this, the old unplug and plug it back in, and let's see if does that change anything with the audio there. If it does, that would be great, and then we would be smooth sailing. Otherwise, I will just shout very loudly. Okay, I'm gonna project, and I will be watching y'all's comments to see if this was any better or if this just makes things worse. Cool, okay, sounds better. That is 2 problems that we have troubleshot already on this adventure. Here we go. So choose your starting point. It's personal for you. It can be at the north at the Witch House, south at the Friendship, east at the Bewitched statue, and, okay, no change, and west there. So let's do this. I will simply, a bit quieter. Okay, I'm going to speak like, I think if I get really close into this one, this is probably where you're all hearing me from. So I'll be nice and loud for this one, and I'll troubleshoot it when we're off on some of our adventures. If that works for everyone now. If everyone can hear me, that will be fabulous. All right, here we go. Let's turn that guy up, and first steps first. You've picked somewhere to begin. Now, like I said, if you have multiple people, maybe choose one. Feel free to rock, paper, scissors, or arm wrestle for the honor and duty of leadership. So you've chosen somewhere to begin, you've chosen someone to lead, and now the tour begins. The rules are simple. every time I say move and snap like this, okay, not that mic either, wow, okay. Is it, if I talk over at this one, is this the one with the sound? Is this where sound is coming from? Or, most likely, it's probably just defaulting through my computer. Magic, it's probably just my integrated speaker, and I don't know how to fix that in person. So I'm going to yell. Back we go to the table. I don't know what the yeses are about, so be more specific. And we're back to the tour. Okay, I can only do audio or video at that one time, so you're gonna have to pick and choose. Here we go. You've picked somewhere to begin, and now the tour starts. The rules are simple. Every time I say move, you'll move from whichever one you're on to a photo connected by these lines, all right? It's the main cam. Okay, I am going to try something absolutely crazy at this point. And I promise this is the last one, and then we'll get to the magic. I'm going to unplug this guy and plug it in over here. Okay, does that give you any change? Is that any better? If it does, that's marvelous. When you point at the... Okay, cool. Maybe that changes. I'll keep tinkering, and you can all let me know if it's getting better or worse. But now we're actually getting into this, and we are cruising. So, you've picked where to start. Every time I say move and snap, you'll move to a photo connected by one of these yellow lines. You can go horizontally or vertically, but no diagonally. All right? And I'll be watching, or more specifically sensing, your decisions from here, and I'll try to eliminate spots that I'm sensing no one is on until we're down to just one. It's spooky for now, okay? Spooky, okay, there we go. Beautiful. Now, get ready on your starting spot, and here's our first round of moves. Ready? Move, 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 move. Ooh, hold up there. Now, it doesn't feel like anyone is on the House of the Seven Gables, so I'm going to eliminate that one for now. All right, now don't worry, you can still move to any of the other connected ones. Ready? From wherever you are, here we go again. Get ready, and move, move, move. Ooh, pause right there. No one is currently hanging out at the witch house, so we're going to get rid of that. I think that's what I'm sensing. Let's move, let's do another set of them. Ready? Move, 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 move. Ooh, stop right there. A bunch of people just moved off of Pioneer Village, so we're gonna get rid of that. Another set, get ready to move. And move, move, move. Ooh, that was a good one, because there is no one at the Hawthorne Hotel, and there's no one at the Witch Museum. We are getting down to it. Oh, you know what? There was one person at the Peabody Essex Museum, but I think they moved at the last second, and we're down to just 3. Let's do one more set of moves, and this is an easy one. Ready? Move. We're down to 3 spots. Hold right there, and it feels like you're avoiding the obvious TV reference of the Bewitched statue, and I'm not getting any seasick nautical vibes, so let's get rid of the friendship, which means that we are down to only this. You have been lured in by the occult wares of the magic parlor. Please let me know if that worked out for you, and I'm going to come back here. Now, I haven't been there in years, and if only there were some way for me to know out there if, some sufficiently advanced technology that could let me know if what you experienced was what I thought, like a feature where we could talk back and forth, like a chat. If only that exists someday, that would be cool. I'm excited to go back here. It is time to revisit. I hope you'll come along with me, and I think since we've got this handy-dandy tool right now, all I need to do is find it on this map. Oop, there we go, and simply touch. Oh, hey, this was my first magic shop. Good call on where to start. Yep. We are totally inside the real magic parlor. Hello? Mr. Gardner? Are you back there? I don't even know if he still runs the place.
Ah! Out of the way! Out of the way! Ah! Oh, I've lost control. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! Okay, good girl. Good girl. Let's see if we can figure out what the problem is. Ah! That will do it every time. Good girl. Good girl. Whoop. Oh. We'll leave you right over here. Oh. You know how it goes. It's the holidays. Mabel here wanted to taste some candy, and well, apparently they're not immune from sugar rushes. It just works its way right into the grain.
So Mabel is
A table.
Of course. Do you think I was talking about an inanimate object? Ha! Silliness. Phew. Oh, that all wore me out.
Now, what can I do for you today, my young friend?
My name's Evan, and I'm actually a magician that grew up right over on
Federal Street here in Salem, yes. Do you think I'd forget you? I never forget. Evan Northrup, birthday February 15, Aquarius.
Yeah, that's right.
Graduated Salem High School 2007, played clarinet in the band if I recall correctly.
We are officially crossing the creepy line.
Irish step dancer, Eagle Scout, once ate a mushroom turnover that completely changed the way that he...
Yep, got it. You remember me.
Good. Now, how may I help you?
I've been charged by Salem's Hidden Haunted Happenings Humanitarians.
Shh.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's what they call themselves. I've been charged by to restore Salem's magic, but we don't know where to start and thought the local magic proprietor could help.
I suppose you could be telling the truth, but I'm afraid I can't help you without being certain that you're the right magician for the job.
We really don't have time. We only have a couple hours until Salem's magic is depleted and the city dissolves into nothingness or something like that.
First things first, my eager young friend. I must perform my due diligence. How else will I know if your intentions are good or evil?
Fine, okay. What do I need to do? You want to see a magic trick? Here we go. Woo! My finger's off. Ah! And it's back. Ta-da! Magic.
Bah! No. The mission you're on is one of good versus evil, of dark versus light. Go ahead, make it light up.
That's not even a trick. It's not fair.
So very little is, don't you think? You are right, though. It's simply not fair for you to be holding the bulb. After all, what if you took those magic fingers and did something? So I've got a much better idea. I shall safeguard the bag over here, and you will make it light up from over there. Go.
You're not listening. I've never learned light bulb magic. I can't do it.
Come on now, you don't have all day.
It's not a trick, I know.
Tick-tock, my young friend. Time's a-wasting.
Fine. Want to see a magic trick?
Yes, you'll do just fine.
Great. Okay, where do we go? What are we looking for?
I always find that when I don't know how to move forwards, I turn to the cards. See, our relics often hold many secrets. And if you know how to interpret them, they can enlighten you as to your own path forward. Of course, you must ask very politely. So if you please, what is next? The sun. Optimism and truth. Tell me, do you notice anything about the card?
Well, it's got a sun on it.
Delightfully insightful. But look past the obvious. Does the building look familiar?
Sort of looks like the Peabody Essex Museum.
By gods, he's got it. Now get. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for if you remain open to the signs. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a table issue to finish dealing with. Go have a ball. Oh, and take that red bag with you. It's a perfect thing for containing magic and powerful objects that are irreplaceable in this universe. And it's very soft. Good day.
Yeah, the museum is right down the street, but when you've got a magic map. Whoa! Huh. There it is, Peabody Essex Museum. Huh, looks closed. Oh man, what are the chances? Oh. Well, that was easy. Yeah, I bet they'll all be that simple. Home we go. One thing down. Nailed it, I guess. Okay, and now where to next? I feel like I was just in this situation. No more clues to go forward. Where do we go from here? That's reminding me of something that shopkeeper said. What was it?
I always find that when I don't know how to move forwards, I turn to the cards.
I think in my excitement, I must have been yelling without realizing it. That's right, I was so very excited from solving the clues that I was simply screaming in my own head to express my pleasure. But now I think I am more tempered, where I can say, of course, yes, the cards, it must be the cards. Okay, I can do this. I know I can do this. I am looking at the cards. I am figuring it out. I can do this. No. Okay. Come on, my friend. I don't need that from you right now, okay? Do you have any better ideas? Do you think you could do it better? That's what I thought. All right, do you have anything constructive to add to the conversation, or are you just going to sass me here all day? Come on, you got any good ideas? Great. What are they? Let's see. Come on, Bell. Come on, Mr. Griffin. We're going to assemble a ragtag group of intuitive geniuses to somehow help in my plight from afar. Yeah, we gonna make that work? Okay, apparently that's what's going to work. And where do you presume to find such a mass of intuitive geniuses that would just be, oh, good Lord. Oh, my. Okay, you really need to stop sneaking up on a guy like that, especially in his own house, with the old ticker starting to go with everything that's happening. All right, very good idea. Excellent job, my friend. Now, I think that with your power and my power combined, we might be able to figure this out. So if you have your own set of referential tarot cards that are Salem themed, now is a perfect time to pull them out. All right, so get those ready, and you ready for this one? When you're set, just meet me over here at the table. Oh, hey table folks. All right, let me bring this down just a little bit more like that. And now hopefully you can all hear me and see me. Here we have 6 tarot cards, and hopefully you've got some versions at home. Look at the faces of your cards to make sure that you have the same ones that I do. If we have the same set, then maybe we'll actually be able to communicate from afar, which would be incredible. So let's see, if you have this one, the Magician, go ahead and pull him out now. The symbol of transformation and potential, not that I'm biased or anything. Take your Magician card, just write Magician on if you don't have it, and put him down onto a table in front of you, the surface area somewhere, all right? It's going to be hard to do on your lap, so you're going to want a flat surface for this. So we've got our Magician. Look through your remaining cards and, see if you have one of these. Justice, You don't have to be an interpretive genius like I am to figure out what that one represents. Double check that you have a justice card and just toss it down on top of the magician. What's a good one? Ooh, yes. The Hanged Man. The polar opposite of justice, especially as it relates to Salem's history. Take him, and down he goes. Next up, ooh, the Sun. The perfect foil after such sinister sentiments. The sun portends good fortune and happiness and growth. So take your sun, and down he goes. Let's see, ooh, our moon card is the counterpoint of the illuminating rays of the sun. It's a card of illusion and deception, a reminder that things are not always as they appear. And last but not least, a card that needs no introduction, death. Finality. Make sure you have a death card and put it down on top of the other 5. Now, hopefully you have all 6 of those cards. If you do, you are in excellent shape. If not, it's not too late. Use this time to make up a set so that you can follow along for some of the other things at home. Take your 6 cards and carefully turn them face down in a neat pile. Good. Take the top card and take a closer look. That's our magician. On the table in front of him is a symbol of the physical realm, a pentacle with a star inscribed upon it. We will use that shape of a star to try and create a physical connection between us right now, you out there and me over here. So place the magician off to kind of to one side. We won't use him for right now. He'll just be a reference point. Turning back to your cards here, make sure you've got space on the table and hold your cards, because actually you can leave them down because we're going to deal them out in front of you. Make sure, like I said, you have enough room. I doubt you will have a pentacle etched into the furniture at home, so you can just picture a star on the table in front of you and use mine for reference. 5 points, perfectly aligned. Starting with the top point of your star, simply take the top card and place it there. Easy enough, yeah? But now comes your decisions, all right? Decide for yourself which direction you'll continue to deal out the cards. Go clockwise if you feel like your life has balance at this point, and go counterclockwise if you feel the world is topsy-turvy and you feel like you're mere hours away from getting enveloped into a dark pit of despair. I'll go counterclockwise, but you pick for you. Choose whichever direction you like, and just deal out in order until you get this lovely star shape one way or the other. I'll give you a second to do that. Excellent, I think you've done it. Now, take your dominant hand and place it on the top point of the star. Are you doing it? I hope you are. Okay. Let a small number come to mind. Something less than 5, because that's how many cards we have. All right, so something less than 5, and it's completely up to you. In a moment, now don't get ahead of me, you're going to move clockwise around the star the number of spaces you chose so that we can eliminate a few cards. For example, if I was thinking of 2, I would move 1, 2, and end up here. Move your number of spaces now. Excellent. Now we eliminate cards by turning them, wherever you landed, face up. And we're going to do this until just 1 remains face down. So wherever you landed, leave your hand on that spot to remind you where you are, and using whatever number you just counted, continue clockwise from where you are that many spaces again, and you'll land on a new card. Go ahead. When you get there, turn that one face up, and that one's eliminated. Again, keep going clockwise around the star using whatever number you were thinking of, flipping cards wherever you land until only 1 remains. Now, you might take a few more rounds than me, but go until you're left with just 1 mystery card. And I hope that's enough time for you to get through it now. You should be down to just 1 mystery card. And remember, you dealt your cards in whatever order you wanted. You picked your own number. I'm going to take my card back to here. Let's find out how well we established a connection. Take your final card and pick it up and hold it towards the screen, but turn it out so that the camera there can see it. Obviously, I can't see anything, but Griffin over there has a much more refined magical palette than I do. He can look out and see what cards you're all holding up. Are you up for that, Griff? I think that was it. Are you up for that, Griff? Okay, good. That was a yes. Can you go ahead and go out there and take a look at what they're holding up? Excellent. And I think he does it pretty quickly. Griff, this is what I had. How did we do? That's a good sign. Justice. Excellent. And I'm getting it whispered in my ear from Griff here. He's telling me that almost every one of you is holding up the same card. That's incredible. Maybe these are helpful after all. So let's see here. Justice. We've got the scales of justice right there. We've got this creepy little house thing in the back. We've got a like a judge of some kind. The judge, Griff? Something about the judge? Okay, the judge. Oh, that's reminding me of something we read earlier here. I think that, yes, okay. And it says it right here, yep. The witch house in Salem, Mass., also known as the Jonathan Corwin House, was the home of Judge Jonathan Corwin. He was one of the judges involved in the Salem witch trials and is the only structure in Salem you can visit with direct ties to the 1692 trials. That has to be it. The house even looks like that little house in the back. That's got to be it. So let's get ready to go. Put on your teleporting pants because there is no turning back now. I think that is the spot right there. So come along with me.
Preview.
Oh, I am still getting used to that. That is not a normal way to travel. Oh boy. But I think we did pretty good here. I think that's two things down just like that. And if I know one thing to be true about these kinds of stories, it's that magical items always come in threes. So that's got to be it. We need to be looking for a third cup to help us restore Salem's magic. So we found these two, and I think we used these cards. We used the sun, and we used justice to get there, which means that the last cup has to be associated with one of these cards. So, no idea. Okay, I didn't want to have to do this, but I could use a hint from the universe, and I didn't want to dip into my stores, but it seemed... Can't hear me at all? How about that? Lost sound. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Anything there? Now I'm quiet. I use sound to lure you all in. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Anything like that? Mic going. Mic check. Check 1, 2. It feels like I am, yes, back again. Look at this. My own stage crew. All right. I am sure that it's related to one of these, and I just can't crack it. So I didn't want to have to do this, but I could use a little hint from the universe, all right? I didn't want to have to dip into my stores, so just look away for a second, all right? Look. Are you all looking away? Yeah, I'm sure you're looking away. Okay. Okay, you can look back now. Oh, all right, this. I picked this up at an estate sale a couple months back, and it is incredible. Apparently, all of the information in the known universe is contained within these pages. I know it doesn't seem like much, but all you have to do is ask the universe a question and it will reveal the answer in a quite dramatic way. I will show you how it works. You simply, oh, why don't I give you a better look? Yeah, you simply do this. You take a sheet of your paper like so, and you lay out your cards, and you ask the universe to answer your question, and you go, oh, universe. You gotta be dramatic with it. The universe is big like that. Oh, universe, where is the secret of the third cup? Help us out here. And the universe provides, just like that. If that's not a clear sign, I don't know what is, that it's not one of these, not one of those. Our magician laid out in the ash. Hello, my friend. Now let's see where the cup is hidden. I kind of recognize that clock. Oh, gasp! Gasp indeed! The magic parlor, I would recognize that sign anywhere. Of course. In fact, that's reminding me of something I heard earlier. What was it? Phew! Oh, that all wore me out. It's gotta be that. All right, let's get there. Same spot that it was before, and, oh, nope, almost hit the wrong building. We would have been all over the place. Whew. Ready? Come along with me. Hey, you had the cup this entire time?
I was wondering when I'd be seeing you again.
We're kind of on a timetable, you know? Looming death and destruction, ringing any bells?
I've seen my fair share of apocalyptic threats over the last 394 years.
300. We don't have time now. Cup, please.
Certainly. Look, just ignore the cider residue inside. I find that the residual magic gives it a lovely pumpkin spice flavor.
Sure, thanks, bye.
Aren't you forgetting something? How many cups have you collected?
This makes all 3.
And are you placing them around the pentacle points?
How do you know this stuff? Yes.
And how many points are on the pentacle star?
5, duh.
Oh.
I see. What goes on the other 2 points?
Why, the other symbol represented in the classic tarot, of course. The magic wand fills out the final points, but not just any magic wand, no. You can't simply use any old magic wand and expect it to work. No, you'll need a 13-inch bloodwood wand tipped in 24-karat gold to restore Salem's magic powers.
Like this one?
What? Where did you get that?
Etsy. You can find anything on there.
Oh. Well. Good on you.
You really should lead with the solutions in the future.
Oh, but where's the fun in that?
Any other priceless magical relics you'd like to share with me before I leave?
Nope. That's all for today. Now, off with you. I have a plumbing issue to handle.
We did it. I mean, that's it. That's the cup, and here we go. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited for this. You know what? Ooh, I'll give you a closer look at the big finale. We lay it out. We got the 3 cups, the wand. I didn't even know it was a thing. He could have shared that before. And here we go. Get ready. And whoo. Whoo. Okay, this is kind of embarrassing. Okay, yeah, I know. Thanks a lot, Griff. That's not helpful at all. I don't get it. We've got the wand, we've got the 3 cups. We followed along with the cards, and we even had that Salem card. That's what they're doing. They're holding those 3 cups. It all makes sense now. That should be it. I'm sorry, I think I need your help one more time. I am really sorry to lean on you so heavily, but time is ticking away, and your intuition was so spot on last time that if you are willing, maybe we can put it to the test just one more time. Come along with me here. We'll leave these out of the way just for now. Grab your cards, and here we go. I just need a little bit of your help. Ready? Turning the pentacle off and back on again. Whew. With a card reading, the dealing process is quite important. So grab your 6 cards because the patterns create balance. They create the signs to be interpreted. So we will make a balanced figure with opposing pairs. I'll show you what I mean. So take, for example, the Magician and Death. 2 opposing pairs, one pointing up towards the heavens, the other down to the world below. So take the Magician in front of you and put him at the top of your space, and take the Death card mirrored, reflected on the bottom of your space. That's the beginning of our shape. Now, 2 more opposing pairs. Grab the Moon and the Sun, obviously good and evil, light, dark, and they fill out the left side of our circle here, with the sun, the bright sun above, kind of in the upper good half, and the moon below. And our final 2 pairs, Justice and the Hangman, fill out the right side. So let's put the righteous Justice above and the Hangman below, and we have created this circular, or if you are geometrically inclined, hexagonal figure that is nice and balanced. Now for your decisions, 2 of them to be precise, one of choice and one of chance. Move your hand around the circle you've created and let it come to rest on a card that calls to you. It might be the picture or the title or what it represents, but let it rest on just one card. Good. Internalize that name. Read it over and over to yourself. Maybe even spell the name of it so that you're sure of what that card is and it takes root inside of you. Because now it's time for the element of chance, that surprise element that will guide our future. So from wherever you are, moving clockwise around the circle, just like we did before, move 1 card for each letter in the name of the card you're thinking of. So if I were on the Hangman, I would spell T-H-E-H-A, and going around and round until you land. I'll give you a moment because some of the names are considerably longer than some of the others. Okay, that's enough. You're all good at spelling. Holding tightly on whichever one you are, push the rest of them aside. So keep the one that you landed on, and I will come back to you here. Okay, pick up that 1 card, push the rest away, maintain that one, and we'll see if we can create a connection through the actual screen. All right, these go down into the box like so, and you hold up your card. Hold it up, look at it, get the image to start popping out at you, jumping out of you, and try and transfer it to me through the screen. Get that image and shout it just in your mind or out loud if you're not concerned about how you seem in front of other people. And some of you are doing it because, wow, someone screamed really loudly. It just jumped. I'm getting 1 card and only 1 card. That has to be it. Excellent decision making or intuition or whatever it was. I would recognize that spot absolutely anywhere in Salem. I will see you all at the Witch Trials Memorial.
Let's see. Yep, definitely looks like we're in the right spot. I don't know exactly what we're looking for, but you haven't let me down yet, so let's check it out. Huh. Some of the cards have these little red dots on them. What is that? I mean, this has got to be it. Of course, the cups have to be filled, and these must be what keep the magic running. Let's go find the others.
Hallo, it is I, Director Rupert Van Han. Evan had to step away for a moment, and I'm quite sorry for interrupting your cinematic experience, but this is very important. Sometimes, in the world of the movies, it's simply impossible to capture the shot you want to get. This is that occasion. So instead, I, visionary director Rupert Van Han, shall describe the picture from my head to yours using the magic of words. As you can see, we have just entered the House of the Seven Gables, and that is where Evan would meet this guy. He would show Evan around, Evan would catch a glimpse of the tiny red ball and subtly place it into his bucket. We then cut to the outside scene. It's quiet, serene, the sun is beginning to set over the water, and boom! Evan comes crashing out of the second-story window of the historic building, brandishing the ball. He notices the time is getting late, and makes his way back to the house, which is where we pick up with him now. And that's everything for me, legendary visionary director Rupert Van Han. Plenty of time. No, where is everything? That would be my handiwork. Who are you? How did you get in here? Alas, I'd hoped you'd be slightly quicker on the uptake. I suppose that was too much to ask for. As to your previous inquiry, I'm you. Just, better. You can't be me. I'm me. This is going to be a thrilling conversation, to be sure. Now, there's simply not enough time for me to explain the intricacies of my existence to you. Or rather, there's not enough time for you to grasp it. So I'll dumb it down for you. You know that cataclysmic Armageddon you're working so very hard to avoid? Yeah. Well, yours truly is in charge of bringing it about. Applause is customary, though I presume that's not a sound you're particularly accustomed to. Either way, you can think of my presence here as a portent of your impending doom. When magic diminishes, when people cease to believe, my kin and I are willed into existence. Your skepticism, cynicism, pessimism, all the best isms, really, are channeled into me for the purposes of draining every last bit of magic and ridding the world of conjuring, sorcerers, and all that other gobbledygook. It just so happens that the ritual, for me to complete my task, requires the use of a handful of magical items which you have so predictably gathered up for me. I do appreciate your help in the matter, and I'll be off for now. Perhaps I'll even see you before the city ceases to be. But if not, how about a magic trick for the road? A little abracadabra, some alakazam, or a bit of hocus pocus. Oh no. Oh no. Not the... Oh. Okay, that's too much. We gotta find him. Where is he on this thing? Okay, I've got an idea. There we go. All right, universe, tell me, where is evil me? Help me out here, universe. Where is evil me? I hope you're all feeling daring at this point. We're heading to the Salem Common gazebo right there. And I don't know what's ahead of us, so why don't you do the pushing this time? Go ahead. I'll bring it closer and you can push. Ready? Oh, how good of you to stop by. I was going to come and find you, but this makes it so much easier. It appears as though this ritual business is a smidge trickier than I originally imagined. Not so smug now, are we? Good luck making anything work without these. Well, thank you for that. You can rest easier knowing that you were actually a teaspoon worth of help in bringing about the end of Salem.
I don't think so. You're not getting these from me.
Do you mean these? Thank you very much indeed. Now, I believe you had someplace to be. Was it Shazam? No. Ah, yes. Hocus Pocus. He's too quick, or I'm too quick. I don't even know anymore, but it's like he's just getting stronger, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back the items on my own. I need your help. I promise this is the last time. If we can restore the balance of good and evil, maybe just for a couple minutes, we can find a way to outsmart him and get the cups back. So let's try one final test. Pull those out and join me over here while I catch my breath. Here we go. Grab your cards. Three of these cards have positive symbols, and that would be Justice, the Magician, and the Sun. Put those off to one side, all right? Now, if you don't have these particular cards, you can draw little happy faces on them to remind you that those are the good ones. And the other three, Death, the Moon, and the Hanged Man, can all go to in a pile together on the other side of your space, all right? Separate those out. You can put little sad faces on those if you want as well. Now, in a perfect world, like Todd said, these forces are balanced and equilibrium can be maintained, but things are rarely that simple. So, starting on whichever side you want, take cards alternating so that we imbue a bit of chaos into our world. Go ahead and do that now. So you end up with one pile where they're alternating. In our real lives, the distinction between good and evil is hazy, to the point where it's almost impossible to see where those lines are. So take your cards, neaten them up, and turn the pile face down to create a bit of mystery. It becomes easy to lose track of what's what. Give your cards a cut. Good. And if you feel so inclined, a second. But that's not the end of it. Where once there was equity, chaos sneaks in. So to represent that, pick up your cards like you're going to deal. And I want you to deal off any number of cards one at a time to the table. Like that. I'll do a few more. Did you choose your number? Good. That chaos can make the world seem upside down. So take whatever cards are left in your hand, turn them over, and place them face down on the cards in front of you. Good. Anything that happens once can never happen again. But chaos begets more chaos. Pick up your cards again and deal a different number of cards, one at a time, this time to the table. Go ahead. And take the rest, turn them over in your hand, and drop them on top. Good. Anything that happens once can never happen again. But everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. Pick up those cards, deal one at a time, any number you want, turn over the remainder, and drop them down on top. Go ahead. Excellent. Maybe even, if you want, give them one more cut for good measure. What we are left with is a personalized order and orientation of your own particular chaos. And it is unlike anyone else's thanks to the randomness imbued in it by your choices. Fortunately, there are rituals that we can use to overcome that chaos. If you're with another person, feel free to hand this chaotic pile over to them, or you can do this part yourself. Either way, you have introduced chaos into these cards, and we'll see if we can create a balancing force in the universe. Now, hold your own pile of cards, some that are mixed face up and face down. And as you do that, I want you to think of a single positive image, something you can picture in your mind, a person who inspires you or a happy memory, anything at all. As you do that, simply take one card from the top, whether it's face up or face down, it'll be different for each person, turn it over, and place it back on top. Easy. Bring that image closer in your mind. Make it just a bit clearer. And as you do that, pick up two cards from the top. Turn them over together and place them back where they came from. Good. Each step hopefully brings us closer to finding a sense of order in the confusion. Give that image in your mind more vivid colors. And as you do that, take 1, 2, 3 cards on the pile, turn them over and put them back down where they came from. Did you do that? Good. Bring that image to life by animating it a little. Give it some motion in your mind's eye. And as you do that, turn over 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, everything but the bottom 2. Turn those over on top of the packet. Excellent. And finish off the image in your mind with any other sounds, scents, visuals that round out that positive picture. And as you do that, turn over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Everything but the bottom 1. Turn them over onto the pile. As you fix that final bit of imagery into place in your mind, hopefully that thoughtful, intentional moment is all you need to restore some order to a chaotic world. Go ahead and turn over the entire packet of cards. That ritual of focus has had a profound effect on my specific little microcosm of disorder. Take the 3 cards that have ended up on top after all of this dealing, cutting, shuffling, mixing, and place them to one side. Some may be face up and some may be face down. Just take those top 3. And take the remaining 3 and place them to the other side. My decisions cause chaos, but my focus, all the positive symbols, with that focus, all the positive symbols were moved back to one side. And the negative symbols were moved back to the other, which restored balance to me personally, but unfortunately, I don't think that's enough. I'll need your help if we're going to defeat evil Evan. So turn over any of your face down cards so they're face up and you can see them to see what the state of your cards is. And if you've sorted out your own chaos, the good and the evil, send me that positive energy and maybe I can use it for a minute and we might just have a chance here. Let's see how we're doing. It feels like so many of you out there have succeeded, and I am going to take that and channel it into an epic final confrontation. I think it is just what we need to save Halloween. So there is the gazebo on the common, and here goes nothing. Back for more so soon? I was just about to finish up, and I'm running out of places to send you, but if you insist. So, you've amped up your resilience, it appears. At last, we can have a proper magical contest to figure out which of us survives, and by extension, the fate of the city. You're on. What are the rules? Why, a duel of wits. An epic battle between 2 halves of one whole to see which of us can fool the other. Shall we say, first to 3 points wins it all? Deal. Excellent. Then let the games begin. The game will keep quite simple so that you can understand. We'll simply use 1 cup, 1 ball, and a dose of sleight of hand. The game is one of hide and seek, so answer if you dare to see if you can find the ball, whether here or there or there. Well, I can do that in a snap. I'll win this round chop chop. Your test is far too easy, for the ball is right on top. 1 point for me, you silly fool. And just like that, I've got him. It's not on top. The cup's upside down. Ergo, it's on the bottom. Well, that's not fair. It's nuance, trivialities at best. Now you get the picture. You should have thought before you guessed. But since this battle favors me, you barely stand a chance. I'll make that one a freebie so that we prolong this dance. The score's reset at 0-0, so please try to keep up. And guess if the red ball is in the hand or in the cup. The first time you got lucky. You caught me off my guard. But this time if I focus, I'm sure it can't be all that hard. I doubt it's on the table. You'd want to keep control. So the hand seems more than probable if I'm guessing on the whole. You choose the hand over the cup with so much on the line? So sad for you, you're wrong again. The first point's plainly mine. I'd tell you that you're learning, but I loathe good sportsmanship. So let's just see if you improve upon a score that's 1-0. Apparently it's all too much. You're paralyzed by fear. I'll slow down so you might follow with our small red sphere. Tell me, if you can, if you dare to make the call, is it hiding in the cup or hand, that tiny round white ball? Aha, the ball is red, not white. You misspoke, but all the same, the red ball's underneath the cup. I think I'm following this game. The game is fun indeed, my friend. You're getting brash, I see. So sad for you, the ball is white, which makes 2 points for me. It's just not fair. He cheats, he lies. I'm getting wires crossed. If it continues like it's been, the city's surely lost. I know that if I work it through, it's quite a simple test. I simply move the ball around and have you take a guess. For example, here we have the orb. You can feel free to watch it. And now it's up to you to guess. Is it in the cup or pocket? Correct you are. You've got it down. I'm almost proud of you. But you've made a fatal error as you walked this riddle through. You phrased it as a question, opening the door for me to say the ball's inside the cup and bring my points to 3. I'm learning how this whole play works. I may yet have some fun. The cup is empty, as you'll see, which makes it 2-1. But that can't be. I saw it fall straight down and land in there. I second-guessed the pocket to put an end to this affair. And just like that, we're all tied up. The score's now 2-2. For if you peek under the cup, there's a surprise for you. You've had your laughs, but now the time for fun and games is done. I'll gladly take a final guess to show you that I've won. I'm claiming now my final stab, seeing as the stakes have risen. But I won't be guessing where it is, no. I'll tell you where it isn't. Since I can feel the ball just here held tight within my fist, I'll win this all with clever wit, so here's the final twist. You've given me a run, fair play, you've misdirected plenty, but for my third and final point, I claim the cup is empty. This has been quite the lesson. You've said it all along. Sadly, though, the twist is that you've never been more wrong. At last the dance has ended, your power all has shrunken, you've overstayed, and unless you're off, you'll turn into a pumpkin. Your hold on Salem's broken, the city's future's looking dandy, so enjoy eternal banishment, and I'll enjoy this candy. It must be hard to lose so bad your own game of schmokus snokus. You idiot! Still now you haven't learned it's hocus pocus. Oh, crap. Whew. Looks like you were able to pull it off in the nick of time. I had some help from some friends. Speaking of which, where is everyone? Oh, well, you know, it's nighttime, so Vlad and Larry are obviously busy. You brought back Griff, and I never really know where Todd gets off to, but it's busy this time of year. Everyone has their own work to do around the city. I think this belongs to you. Thank you for saving our city. This Halloween might have looked a little bit differently, but thanks to you, we can rebuild into something even more magical in the future. As a thank you for all your work, I'd like to present you with this. The skeleton key to the city. It will unlock any door, no matter how mysterious, in Salem. I hope you use it to find adventures and even more interesting stories. I have an idea or two for how to use this, and hopefully my next Salem escapade only involves one version of me. That's the end of our story, and all through the town, only the bravest of souls knew what had gone down. How dreadfully close all the trickers and treaters had come to their doom. It was mere nanometers. Now I hope that this story has shown you a city where the eerie is treasured and the spooky is pretty, where history lives, where it flows through the streets, and where magic exudes from whomever you meet. Above everything else, when you leave for the night, when you tuck into bed and turn out the light, I hope for a moment what flickers to mind is an unnerving twinge and a fear all combined. A feeling that only comes this time each year, when darkness perks up and makes itself clear. For though I have failed, for now, though it seems, rest assured we'll meet soon, perhaps in your dreams. Hello, my friends. Yes, the return of Todd. And while that is the end of the show, rest assured it is not the end of the magic. If you hang on for just a few moments, I have a couple more surprises for you, specifically regarding what is inside this box. But before I can reveal those secrets to you, there are a handful of people that need to be thanked and recognized for their contributions to this. This has been an absolutely massive, absurd, ridiculous undertaking to produce in 6 weeks, and I would be in a puddle of my own tears without all of the help that I got along the way. So first and foremost, thank you to all of you. There have been over 100 people this entire time, 100 individual people, individual accounts rather, from probably at least 3 different countries, 12 different states, and 50 different cities around the world. And I hope that helps to make us feel just a little bit closer in uncertain times. So thank you for dealing with me almost burning my house down and the tech issues in the beginning, and to those of you who are helping me troubleshoot in real time, thank you for sticking with this. Thank you so much. On the creative front, Salem artist Dan Busso-Jarnis created the tarot cards used in tonight's production. His work is absolutely beautiful, and so much love went to each and every card that I hope you will enjoy them as art and look at all the detail hidden inside of them. If you didn't get a set, we have a handful left. So just send me an email, drop me an email, and I will happily send you a set as long as we have them to share some of the art in what can be a dreary world sometimes. So thank you, Daniel. Connor Busso-Jarnis for his editing wisdom in helping to get this to a watchable state. I couldn't have done it without you. Please check out the works of BJ Hypes in the gaming and creative spaces. And Carly Dwyer-Nyack, oh my goodness, of Intramersive Media and Creative Collective for helping me connect with all of the spaces that you saw in Salem to help bring little glimpses of them to people that couldn't be there in person this year. Thank you. Please make sure you check out Intramersive Media for some fascinating immersive theater, interactive events, and just loads of creativity. And of course, I have to thank the city of Salem. I grew up there and it will always be home, so sharing a silly piece of it with you all has been a blast. Thank you for allowing me to do that. Especially thank you to Kim Driscoll, the mayor, for making a cameo, and for all the municipal and historic institutions that you saw in this video, all of them for working so hard on behalf of our pumpkin-flavored slice of paradise. Please go and support Salem businesses. They need it right now, and many people don't know this. Salem's open the other 11 months of the year. Consider that. Go visit. And lastly, before the final trick of the night, in financially uncertain times, I understand, and artists understand as much as anyone in the world, that we all want to support the things that we love, and that's not always possible. So if that describes your situation, I am so truly happy to be able to still share some of my magic with you for free. It is my pleasure, and I'm really happy it made its way to you. It is only made possible by folks over on my patreon.com page who contribute financially to allow these sorts of ideas to come to life. My style of magic and storytelling is admittedly unique, and the fact that there are people in this big world of ours who find it in their hearts to contribute financially means the world to me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if anyone would like more details on that, they will be up during the, might I say, brilliant credit sequence to come, so check it out. With that, a final trick and a final treat. First, the treat. It relates to what is inside this box right here. Just because the show has ended does not mean the fun has to. For those of you adventure seekers out there in digital land, or at least anyone who's puzzle inclined, here is what's in the box. Nothing. You'll remember from the story we just told that this is where the key to the city is stored, and it was given to me, and I had an idea about what to do with it. I decided to pass it on to one deserving individual, so I hid it. Yes, in the snow today, I hid it somewhere in Salem. If you received your tarot cards in the mail, you have all of the clues you need to be able to find it. And if you didn't get a physical set already, that's fine. The PDF copy that I've posted over all my social media has all of the details that you need if you would like to play along. So some of you live near Salem, and once Halloween is safely over, feel free to go and claim it if you can crack it. And if you are far from Salem, you can still play virtually. I thought through this. If you don't live nearby, when you pinpoint the location, simply find it in Google Maps, take a screenshot, circle the little area, and I will happily send it to you through the United States Postal Service. Happy hunting, if you are so inclined. That is the final treat, and with that covered, it seems fitting for this Halloween that we finish with a final trick. So to you all, that's not how you spell it, Halloween. I say to you, happy some weird spelling version of Halloween, written right on our custom-made, thank you Daniel, Salem tarot card, which you might not have gotten a close-up during. It's beautiful. These are strange times for everyone, to be sure. So I hope that this show was a fun jaunt through a silly world of magic and mayhem. There are expectations we each carry with us about what things should be and how things should be. And I think we are all learning to take life as it comes. Whether it presents itself gently or, more likely nowadays, comes barreling headlong towards us. We will encounter events that are unexpected, sometimes even painful, and absolutely life-altering. Events that will leave you indelibly changed. And when you meet one of those events, I hope that you greet it as best as you can. You may be already exhausted, spent, and generally worn from already having to live life. But if you dig, and if you continue moving forward, and maybe even get some help from some friends, you will come out the other side. Changed, for sure, but still very much you. Please, please take care of each other. I love you all, and I hope to see you very soon for whatever the next mind of a magician may be. Good night.
No, I would hate to face the stakeholders. You've kicked me out of so many council meetings, I don't even remember how many because they are countless. I'll just leave. I'm overdue for some Netflix and chill. That would be a grave mistake. You are all a pain in my neck. Ugh, thanks for nothing. We're getting into flu season. I hope I don't end up down for the count. I didn't do well at art school. I could only draw blood.
Sisters, my potion! We have enough for one last move. A boy! Perfect!
Happy Halloween.